Hello there everybody, Dixie with Mydoma Studio here on today's Tech Tip Tuesday, and today we're going to be talking about some Zoom basics. You can see that I am currently in a Zoom meeting. Let's talk about a few things that we have here. If you've ever had a client who could not find the Zoom link that you sent them earlier before the meeting, one of the best things to do is to come down here to copy link. Click on that and then you can paste it directly into your message center in Mydoma, a text, an email, wherever you need to. Send it off to the client and they can click on it to join. Once they've clicked on it, you'll hear this. You can see that I now have somebody attempting to join the meeting. The number of participants is 2, me and the other person, which also happens to be me in this case. I'm going to click on participants. If I do that, it's going to open up the participants box, and this is helpful if there are multiple participants and you want to let them in one at a time. While they're waiting, the other person is going to see a "please wait, the meeting host will let you in soon" message. Once you admit them, click that blue button. It's going to show that they're joining, and you can tell that the audio has not yet been connected and their video is not turned on here either. Once they've connected their audio, they'll be able to hear you. For now though, I'm going to go ahead and remove the other person from the meeting. There we go, they've gone away. I'm going to go ahead and close that. After a while, you'll notice just then it did it. The meeting controls bar will disappear. To get it back, just wiggle your mouse over the window and it'll pop back up. Let's come down here and investigate a few things. I'm going to click on this caret right here. You can see it lets me choose the microphone and choose the speaker. I can test it. I can switch to phone audio. I can leave computer audio in this case because I'm on my computer, but I can also access my overall audio settings. Let's click on that. I can test my speaker, which is really helpful to make sure that you have the right speakers on. It's always nice to test this before the meeting is supposed to start. And you can tell in that case I can hear it. And then we can also test to make sure our microphone is working perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. It's going to record. It played it back. I was able to hear that my microphone is working just the way it should be, so that's great. And then just another setting down here that's sometimes helpful. If you are in a group meeting and you want to be muted most of the time, if you just hold down the space key, make sure this is checked, of course, hold down the space key, it'll unmute you while you're talking. Let go of the space key when you're done speaking, and it'll mute you again. More about that here in just a second. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Let's mute. So I've clicked on the mute button. Now let's say it's my turn to speak. I can hold down the space bar, and I can start talking. And you can see here it says I am temporarily unmuted. Once I'm done speaking, I let go of the space bar. There it goes, and I am muted again. Now let's talk about video. Obviously mine is not currently turned on. You can see that here with the line through the start video. Let's click on the up caret. There are some settings here. In this particular case, I do have a webcam on my computer. I also have another version of a camera that I could choose. I can choose some virtual backgrounds, and I can also come down here to video settings. In the video settings window, you can choose which camera, again, just like before. You can choose which size screen. You can make it HD or not. If you like to see yourself in mirror, but to make it easier when you're speaking, you can go ahead and have that. Otherwise, it's going to show you as everybody else sees you. Touch up your appearance is just going to kind of smooth out some wrinkles and lines. And then you have some other settings down here that you can choose. One thing I find very helpful is the always show preview dialog when joining a video meeting. It gives you a chance to see your face and check your hair just before starting the video. That way you join the meeting just a little bit more pulled together. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close that out. Now let's talk about sharing your screen. You can either go ahead and click on the share screen button right here, or click on this green share screen button, and then I have some choices here. So I have some individual windows that I can share, or everything on my screen. In this particular case, I only want to show the studio, so I'm going to click just on this tab, and I'm going to click share. There we go. You can see here I have my dashboard for my studio, and my screen controls are down here at the bottom. I can stop the share by clicking on the red button. I still have the mute and unmute. I can pause a share and do a few other things. One thing that I find very helpful is I can hover over this. You see how I have the crossbars now? I can click and drag my meeting controls wherever is most convenient for me. So if you've ever shared your screen and you need to click exactly where the controls are, that's how you can get them out of the way. The same thing works, by the way, for video. If multiple people have their video camera on, you can click on that and drag it out of the way as well. All right, that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can, of course, pop them into the comments below or over here in your happy little studio chat bubble. That's this guy right down here in the bottom right corner. If you don't have a studio of your very own, you can head over to mydomastudio.com to sign up for a free trial. Thanks so much and see you next week.